Using the data, you are going to identify targeted needs, targeted areas of improvement. And after you have identified targeted areas of improvement, which you might bullet those areas, maybe that's index 2. Okay, maybe that's your targeted area of improvement, but be specific. After you identify targeted areas of improvement, then in your needs analysis, you're going to try to identify the root causes of this. Why did this happen? Why is this an area of improvement? And you need to tell the reader that in the report. So that's when you might want to pull up the needs assessment. This needs assessment PDF really helps you as the student think about the problem, okay? And to clarify the problem, you need to have a clarifying statement, a problem statement that you share in your report. And really, you want to identify the causes of this problem. So many of you are really jumping ahead and thinking about you're thinking about the solutions. But before we can come up with any solutions, we really have to think about the causes. So this first assignment here is really looking at not just the data analysis piece, but then why did this happen? And then in your campus improvement plan, which is the assignment due next week, in that plan, you'll identify the solutions. So whenever you identify a root cause, you need to have data to support why that might be a cause. And this document really goes over how to do that. So you're conducting a root cause analysis. Okay, so this just really tells us why this has occurred. And, after you have identified the root causes, then you can really dive into the solutions. So this gives you a lot of information to think about, and I would encourage you to read over the needs assessment. And then the final piece is usually many of your root causes might have to do with RTI services, perhaps, and how you're remediating instruction. So everything always goes back to instruction. This entire class is thinking about how we can continuously improve instruction. So how can you do that? And really, I would also suggest that you really look over the implementation and monitoring PDF that's here that talks about developing a process for monitoring continuous improvement. I think that might be helpful. So in Module 4, the Data Analysis Needs Assessment Report, which is due Monday night, that is just a report. It's a report that you would send to your superintendent that only talks about your targeted areas of improvement that you have identified through data analysis, and those targeted areas of improvement, of course, relate to your indexes. And you also, in that report, identify causal roots, why this might be a problem. And you don't really offer solutions in that report.